Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and today we're checking out a bunch of knives that are available right now that you can purchase. And this is the TEKTO Knives Alpha. And it comes in G10 or the carbon fiber like you see right here. And this is assembled in the USA. The parts are made overseas, but then they're sent over here and then they put them together. It's D2 steel, great flipping action. You have okay access to the liner. It's not the best, but you know, it's easy. It's not hard to disengage, so that's a good thing. And it is very smooth riding on ceramic caged bearings and a ceramic detent ball. Deep carry clip that is reversible, and it has a glass breaker on the back. And yeah, the action is really good on it. My G10 version did have a little bit of a lighter detent, but with knives like this, it's very easy to tune the detent. You can just take it apart and bend the lock bar a little bit. I like the carbon fiber on it. It does look really cool. I love the edges. You can really see the fibers in the carbon fiber. But yeah, it's a cool one. And you know, it's somewhat of a big belly drop point. So it's going to be really good at slicing, you know, maybe skinning, things like that. Let's get to the next one. The next one, we have a bit of a price jump here. I recently did a first impressions on this. This is the new Wii Knives. That's a carry custom knife designed Nitro. So it's called the Nitro, but no, it's not in Nitro V steel. It is in 20CV steel, and there's a bunch of different options with this one. Like most of the knives you're going to see on this list, there's a lot of different options. I thought that this one was the best looking of all the versions. They do have fat carbon fiber versions, but I really, really like the look of this one. The action is stupid good. The flipper tab is very comfortable, a very comfortable flipper tab, so it's going to work for push buttoning or light switch. Then you also have the thumb studs that are placed very nicely, nice and grippy. And you know, it's not a huge knife, but it's also not too small. I can get a full 4-finger grip, and I love this blade shape. It's going to be a super versatile blade shape that's just going to work. I like that they did a milled titanium pocket clip, and it does work well. The back spacer is somewhat geared. Access to the lock bar is really good. And yeah, just a solid knife. Ceramic cage bearings and a detent ball for that ultra smooth action. Another one, that's the price is up there again. This is the Berg Blades Slim. This was the knife I actually got Kara for Christmas, you could say. Fantastic action. The detent on this is tuned so perfectly. I love the detent on this. And you have so much leverage into that hole that, yeah, it has a powerful snap. M390 blade steel, titanium bolster lock with a titanium backspacer and a milled pocket clip. The pocket clip works great. There's good access to the lock bar. Very smooth on the drop. The thumb flick is just as satisfying as the reverse flick. In many cases, only one way is usually the most satisfying, whether it's the reverse flick or the thumb flick. In this case, both of them are just as satisfying. It is a little chunker, but because of this tail, how it goes in down like that, you can wrap your fingers around it real nicely. Now, this comes in many different options, lots of different color options. This one is the purple, I think purple haze fat carbon fiber or something, but man, they have a bunch of different colors, including red, I believe orange, blue. So definitely check those out. And I like how the fat carbon fiber matches the pivot collar as well. And the sheep's foot blade, this is, you know, not the sliciest, but it is plenty slicey. This thing passes through materials really nice, and the blade shape is great for utility cuts. Lowering the price a little bit, we have the new double detent knife designed by Stop Hell, and this is by CIVIVI. And it, like I said, it's a double detent knife, so there's no lock on it. So you can easily snap it out and back closed. It's very fidgety. And the name of this one is the Foldus. And the flipping action, if you look, it has a nice flipper with, decent jimping. I usually like a little bit sharper jimping, but it's not bad at all. And you see how it curves around right there. So you basically just flip it like a regular flipper, but then when it opens up that jimping, gives you a little bit of traction when you're choked up a little bit. Nitro V steel, fantastic blade steel, and beautiful drop point blade that's going to be super useful for light duty, utility cutting, light duty slicing. Deep carry clip that is reversible. This one is the copper version, but it does come in different options as well. I personally like this one because it has a little bit of weight to it, and I don't mind a little bit of weight. You know, this just makes it feel a little bit more premium in my opinion. But ultra fidgety, nice and fun, kind of a fidget toy slash, you know, lightweight EDC knife, all in one. Next is another one. I've actually shown this a couple times on the channel. We'll get through it pretty quickly, but it's the new Kaiser Leave M. Button lock version. So it's a medium-sized knife with a button lock, and I have tested this button lock. It is not failing on me, but it is very, very good. The action, they tune this D10 so good. And if you guys don't know, the first LIEB, which is a smaller knife, had one of the best D10s you could find on a liner lock because it was a liner lock knife. And oh my goodness, does it have good action. And this one also has incredible action, but this one's bigger. So it's not as small as the original. 154 cm blade steel, beautiful micarta, really good quality micarta, and it has a reversible deep carry clip that is inset. And ergonomically, this thing is so comfortable because it's so thick, and it's kind of like holding a small fixed blade almost, because it is very comfortable. You know, my card is comfortable, the width, the thickness, everything all in one just sits nicely in the palm. And this blade shape, I call it a drop foot blade shape. I have a sheep's foot drop point all in one or whatever. It's a great, useful blade shape, somewhat of a modified sheep's foot. It's going to be great for utility cuts, great for slicing, and it's super fidgety. Love how far the jimping goes up the spine. You're going to be able to get traction all the way up. But yeah, this is a good one. And another budget knife, actually, the CIVIVI Clavi. Now, the CIVIVI Clavi, I think this is such a useful knife. It's somewhat of a glorified letter opener in a way, but damn it, is it good. This thing is so slicey, very thin blade, but not so thin to where it's going to be fragile because of it, you know, being the shape it is, because it is a real Wharncliffe. But this thing is a utility cutting beast. You are going to be able to do ultra precision work with this thing, like almost like doctor precision with this thing. And you know, if you do need to shave an apple or break down some cardboard, you absolutely can. It does have liner lock action with a nice strong lockup. Super snappy front flipper that's very easy to reach over and snap. This is my preferred method of flipping this knife. But, you know, you can do all the other little tricks and stuff too, or just the regular front flipping way, or you can slow roll it over because the front flipper does not hide itself in the scales, so it's easy to roll around and snap right into place. Deep carry, or not a deep carry clip, which I think is good in this case. So it has a non-deep carry clip that is reversible and inset, but the screws do protrude, but it doesn't matter because it's not a deep carry clip. But the clip works great, and it has a nice tightness to it, so it sits in your pocket without moving all around or anything like that, and it's easy to get in and out of your pocket. You don't have to dig for it or anything. You can just grab the ass end of it and pull it out. But yeah, I really do like this thing. I think that this is an extremely, extremely useful knife. Not only just for EDC and open things up, like I said, for precision work. If you were, you know, cutting leather or something like that for your job, holy cow, would this thing be awesome. Nitro V steel. I don't think I mentioned that, which is a great quality steel. Nice, tough steel. Holds a good edge. Easy to sharpen. Takes a very, very keen edge as well. And then last, the QSP Rhino. Now, the QSP Rhino, this one, the price tag is definitely up there because it comes with a Damascus clip and backspacer, which is damn good looking. It is. It catches the light really nicely. It looks good. It has flipping action, reverse flicking action, thumb flicking action, and front flipping action. Now, I'm not a big fan of the front flipper. I don't, because they use this spiral jimping. It's just kind of slippery. You can do it though. But the flipping action's great, and the reverse flick works good. Nice and comfortable in the hand. I like how this kind of locks you in between right there. You do feel very, very locked in. Love this sheep's foot Tonto blade. Beautiful blade shape. This blade shape works really, really good. You can use the secondary tip if you want, but the primary tip is also still easy to get to. It's going to slice pretty good. Not super thin geometry, but it's good geometry. It's still going to cut very, very well. The blade stock's not too thick. Good access to the lock bar. Very smooth on the ceramic caged bearings and detent ball. I think all the knives on this list today have had ceramic cage bearings and detent ball. But it does have a steel lock bar insert. Lockup has been very, very solid. And, you know, the clip works pretty well for a ceramic ball clip. If you see how it has a ceramic ball, I'm usually not a huge fan of the ceramic ball, but, you know, in this case, this one doesn't work too bad. There's not so much tension that it cuts up your jeans. I just don't like how it's one point of contact, so when you slip it in and out of your pocket, that one point of contact can kind of start messing up your pants. I do like how the spiral backspacer does match the spine of the blade, which is crowned and spiraled. But yeah, it's a good looking knife, definitely eye-catching. But it is also very expensive. There is different versions, different colors and stuff like that. I'll have everything linked down in the description for you guys if you guys want to check anything out or get any other information that I did not provide you in this video. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.